Get ready to embark on a journey of discovery and mystery as we explore a 2,300-year-old pyramid that lies hidden beneath the waves. This incredible structure, which serves as an underwater tomb, holds secrets and clues about a civilization that has long since vanished. In this video, we'll take you on a journey to the site of this ancient pyramid and delve into the mysteries it holds. Get ready to be amazed and captivated as we uncover the truth about this incredible structure. Ancient peoples built pyramids not only for the goal of using them as places of worship, but also as memorials and burial sites for their ancestors and other members of their society who had passed away. With the exception of the frigid continent of Antarctica, it is thought that there are approximately 2,000 pyramids that are still standing around the planet. These pyramids are located on every continent on the planet other than Antarctica, with the exception of Africa. The Great Pyramids of Giza are without a doubt the most well-known pyramids in the world. They are located in the vicinity of Cairo in Egypt. The tallest one stands at an impressive height of 455 feet. These incredible pyramids were constructed by ancient Egyptian pharaohs, who also utilized them as burial sites for their dynastic ancestors. The Gympie Pyramid and Walsh's Pyramid are two potential but unconfirmed pyramid locations on the Australian continent. On the other hand, Antarctica has precisely no pyramids, despite a recent discredited rumor of one, where photographs turned out to be snow-covered pyramidal mountaintops. Surprisingly, the country of Sudan, which is located to the south of Egypt on the continent of Africa, holds the record for having the most pyramids that have not been harmed. The ancient Kushite inhabitants of Sudan are responsible for the construction of more than 240 pyramids in Sudan. The archaeological story that we are telling focuses mostly on Sudan and the Kushites. The ancient African kingdom of Kush, commonly referred to as Nubia, was located in the region's northeast and had close ties with Egypt. Its location was just south of ancient Egypt, in what is now Sudan in today's terms. The White Nile and the Blue Nile, both significant tributaries of the Nile River, were home to some of the river's most important settlements. It is probable that humans would not have survived in this arid desert region if it weren't for the construction of these canals and their proximity to gold and iron ore sources. However, these factors made it feasible for people to survive in this harsh environment. More than 1,400 years were spent under the control of Kush's kingdom. Originally established in the year 1070 BCE, when it broke away from Egypt, beginning in the year 727 BCE, and continuing until the arrival of the Assyrians in the next century, Kush was the ruler of ancient Egypt. They mummified their dead and buried them in pyramids after paying homage to the Egyptian gods. After the pharaoh and any future monarchs, the highest level of the elite in Kush consisted of the priests, who were in charge of the religious community. The Kushitic people, who lived in close proximity to the Egyptians, put a significant amount of importance on religious practice and had firm beliefs on the afterlife. The pyramids that the Kushite people made to bury their pharaohs and other famous persons were quite similar in appearance to the pyramids that the Egyptians had built in the past. However, there were a number of important differences between the two of them. For example, the normal height of an Egyptian pyramid was around 138 meters, but the typical height of a Kushite pyramid ranged from 6 to 30 meters in height. The burial chambers of the Kush people, in contrast to those of the Egyptians, were located under the pyramids rather than inside the pyramids themselves. This was a key difference that sets the Kush people apart from the Egyptians. According to the historical records, Pharaoh Nastassen's reign reached its zenith after a decisive victory against an invasion from Upper Egypt and the accumulation of several prizes as a result of that victory. When Nastassen, the last king of the Kushites, passed away and went on to the hereafter, he was the only person to be buried at the royal cemetery and necropolis at Nepeta, a gorgeous cemetery that is about 7.5 million square feet in size. When seen from above, One of its most distinctive traits is an arc consisting of around 20 pyramids, and dating back to between 650 and 300 BCE. This collection of pyramids, as described by Kristen Romey of National Geographic, is woven together like jewels on a delicate necklace. On the other hand, there are around 20 pyramids located over the site in total. There are at least 60 Nubian kings and queens buried there, in addition to the hundreds of other individuals that are buried there. The most famous native is Pharaoh Taharqa, who ruled over all of Egypt in the 7th century BCE. He lived and governed throughout this time. The pyramid tomb of Pharaoh Nastassin, which dates back around 2,300 years and is the last of its kind, was constructed at one of the royal necropolis' lowest points of elevation and stands approximately 9.1 meters in height. This is one of the factors that contributed to the complete flooding of the burial chambers of Nastassin. Why is it, exactly? The proximity of the pyramid to the Nile River, along with both naturally occurring and anthropogenic changes in climate, has resulted in an increase in the amount of groundwater present throughout the course of history. Underwater burials that took place in tombs dug out of the bedrock that were located below the pyramids. Because of its relatively low height, the tomb of Nastasia is one of those that is flooded the most often. When archaeologist Piers Paul Kriesman first visited the Royal Cemetery in 2018, he saw his special skill set as a chance to investigate the submerged graves and reveal more than what had ever been found when the site was initially surveyed about a century ago. Kriesman and his colleagues donned their dive gear and entered the murky waters after spending the greater part of a year excavating the stairs leading to Nastassin's tomb out from the sand. Kriesman had to pass through 3 chambers in succession. When traveling through muddy, sediment-filled water that makes it difficult to see, they found a rich trove of antiquities in the third and last room, including gold foil, Shapti dolls, and funeral statues that the ancient Nubians thought would follow the dead into the afterlife. The sarcophagus of Pharaoh Nastassin himself is also located in the room. The main issue is that studying and excavating these relics is very difficult due to the floor-high, murky water. Despite this, Kriesman remains upbeat and now has a wealth of knowledge and expectations. The fact that so few people are aware of this historical moment is amazing. It's a tale that has to be shared. Would you then go into those murky waters in order to find lost treasures? Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. We hope you enjoyed exploring the 2,300-year-old pyramid underwater tomb with us. This ancient monument holds so many secrets and clues about a civilization long lost to time, and we were thrilled to be able to share them with you. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing discoveries and explorations. We can't wait to take you on more exciting adventures in the future.